Colorado Buff got defeated by Kansas 21-37. And they were supposed to win that game because I think that game was going to get them to the playoff, right?
Right.
And the fact that they lost that game is now it's like we don't know. So how do you feel about Colorado losing to Kansas?
Like when I initially watched this game and I went back and like watched the highlight, right?
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say on here, I wanted to say that like Deion got out coached, but I don't think that's what it was, right? When you watch the game, like I actually watched I watched his post game interview. Like his 2 key point was they got exploited in defense, right?
Yeah.
The Kansas offense like rushed for almost 400 yards.
Yeah.
And then Colorado offense was on the field for only 8 possession of the whole game. The entire game they only have 8 offensive possession.
Yeah.
You can't win a game like that. And plus it's like Buffalo's been known for like it's like they stop defense has been really bad. They passed a couple games, that's been their weakness. People been people been exposing them in running game. So I felt like Kansas coach, he knew the assignment. Yeah. And then they just stuck with that, and that's how they lost this game. Yeah. If you have your offense on the field for 8 possession of like the entire game, that's not, you can't win games. You can't win games like that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So I feel like that was the 2 key point. And when I actually watched Deion's post game interview, I was like, that's one of the things. If you look at a lot of Deion's interview this year, that's one of the things he's been mentioning a lot. Yeah. They gotta get stronger in stop offense, right? They gotta get stronger. They gotta get stronger, like defensive players, like O lines and D lines. I think that's been their weaknesses. A lot of teams be exploited by if you have an elite quarterback and an elite receiver, you can kind of. And I'm saying it's like come out in some of those games with a tough win. Yeah, definitely. Because, but I do think that I do think that Deion will figure that out. Like you was telling me earlier that their recruiting class is looking crazy already. Yeah. Because I was saying that like when they lose those 2 prodigy, like who's coming back to fill in those positions? But Deion's is Deion's. You know what I'm saying? It's like and Colorado is very attractive now. Like everybody want to go play that. Yeah. So but in terms of the game, that was my takeaway from the game. They got exploited in defense and offense wasn't able to stay on the field for very long. That's true.
That's actually very true because I'm looking at the time position. Yeah. It was Colorado had 19.49 and Kansas had 40.11. That's almost still on the field damn near twice as much. Twice as longer, right? And I'm looking at it also 15 first down to 29 and third down efficiency 3-7 for Colorado and 9-14 for Kansas. That's a 50% rate. And also the thing that stood out to me the most, I mean, obviously, if you have more time of possession, you can have more plays, right? 78 plays to 42 plays to Colorado 42 plays. Now, this is the part that they dominated. I always said this. I think we talked about this earlier. I say, for some reason, Colorado, from the time that Deion got there with Shador and Travis, they never really had a run game.
Yeah, they don't have. They don't. But the run was like 300 plus to like some. It was ridiculous.
So I think actually 42 yards rushing yard. And then Kansas had 331 rushing yards.
That's crazy.
Total yards of 520 to 388, right? Yeah. It's like they completely got dominated, right, when it comes to like the rushing yard. So the defense can stop their running back. What's the guy in them? Devin Neal.
I think he rushed for like 2. Yeah, I saw 207,
3 touchdowns. That's ridiculous. That's unacceptable. Yeah. It's hard to win this. So I see why that stat right there reflected 37-21 because he had 3 touchdowns by himself.
When I watched Deion's post game interview, those are the 2 points that he touched on, bro. Like, so you gotta stop the run game, bro.
I mean, I think they definitely had a great season, right? Like, we're just critiquing some of the stuff that could got them, to a better position. But as far as this year, they've been playing really, really good. They lost some games that I think they should have won, right? Yeah. And the games that they were supposed to show up for, like the big games they did, and the game that they were supposed to win, they lost some of those games also. So it's like, but that's what come with the territory. That's the game. Right. But I would have definitely loved to see them. Like I would have loved to have Colorado win that game against Kansas because I do want to see them in the playoff. I think they can, because they'll put Deion legacy. He's already solidified. The things that he's doing is unheard of. So I just wanted to see more. Because a lot of people are against him. I want to see like Deion and Travis and Shador do what they do. And they're taking
that out on the kids too. Yeah. Like I have 2 questions for you though, right? So about them, my first question is: do you think like looking at this season, their record so far, do you think they over exceeded the expectation that they had coming into the season?
Oh yeah,
that's the first question, right?
Yeah.
And then the second question is, do you think like being in the eyes of the social, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that give them a kind of like they kind of exposed to other teams, like meaning they can have more film on them? Because bro, like if you go on YouTube, they practice. Like everything is like recorded. They pull like the whole day. Like sometimes I seen this video on YouTube when Travis, when he get up in the morning, everything like this camera follow him. Yeah. Do you think that give him exposure for other teams to exploit it? Because and now everything is about stats, computer, everything is about game science. Like they explore everything. Like this amount of time the quarterback stay in the pocket. This amount of time a quarterback will run. Do you think that give them that kind of expose them a little bit?
I think it depends. I don't really think that matters, like necessarily play a big key factor, because if you think about it, they're gonna have like film on each other anyway, so they're gonna see that. They're gonna go back to old games. They're gonna see like their scheme, like things that they do, all of that. They're gonna watch how Shador played. They're gonna watch how Travis played. They're gonna want to know. They know all that. They watch that. But I understand what you're saying though. Maybe somebody might want to like just because the fact that they're so popular, somebody might want to decide to like really focus into nitpick every little thing to make sure that they're effective in the game. But I think when you get on that field, you gotta be your IQ, your level, your performance also have to be at that level to stop somebody like Travis or Shador or Dion and his team, right?
Exactly.
So you can watch as many film as you want, but it depends on your performance. And what was the other question?
The other questions was, did you think they over exceeded the expectation?
Yeah, that one. I think they definitely did, because you have to remember, we don't remember last time anybody was talking about Colorado.
Yeah.
And on top of that, before he came, before he showed up, they were 11-1.
Yeah.
And when he showed up, I think they were 4 and whatever. I think like 4-7.
Yeah.
Or 5-10 or whatever the case may be. Not 5-10. Sorry. 5-7, I believe, because they play 11 games. So 5-6, I think. Yeah. I can't remember the record before that, but they still won more game than the year before he took over.
Right.
Then this year they're 9-3. That is like beyond expectation. And plus he had everything against them. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So I think they definitely exceed expectation. I think with Dion, the way he operated, he definitely wanted more. But they definitely did perform. Travis, Shador, the defense actually got better this year.
Yeah.
So I think they exceeded expectation.
Right.
Yep. But as far as
yeah, I think next year will be even more like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's just gonna keep getting better because the turns.
No, for sure. Yeah, I think next year they will definitely. I believe that they will be better next year.
Yeah. But like you also gotta take into account losing two of the best player in the country, bro.
But
because I don't think you probably can get a replicate of Shador. But bro, Travis Hunter, bro, that's
even Shador is gonna be hard. But
that's generational, bro. Like I'm
right.
talking about like two-way player.
It's gonna be hard to find it.
Yeah, I don't think Travis Hunter. I think Shador, you can get something that you can work with. Because quarterback is like, you know what I'm saying? But like Travis Hunter can't.
Travis, he's a monster, bro. But we're gonna get into his conversation. But you do make a point that I don't think he's gonna find anybody like Travis Hunter. But I think he can get good players. He can put a good team together that will be able to compete.
That'll be able to compete, right? Yeah, he can always do that. Even when he was at Jacksonville, bro, he can always put up a good team together to compete against like top dogs. Like,
and I think it would be actually helpful because you got one person like Travis that's doing both, where you can go in a portal or whoever. If the top receivers in the country decide to commit to your team, or a top DB that decide to commit to the team, if they go over there now. You have, more stuff, for the team. You have your best receiver doesn't have to be the same player
as your best DB. Yeah,
right?
I get that.
So you got more to work with. So I would say next year they probably have a better team, right. And I can see already. And Dion is already driven, and he's Dion. So, but we can go ahead and move on to the next topic. Let me see. The next one we have here is Travis Hunter being snubbed from the Thorpe Award. How do you feel about that? He didn't make the list.
That's like the defensive award, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Like I think like earlier we were speaking about this.
Yeah.
I was telling you that how like the flair, the cockiness that they might think that Prime has. I think that they're using that against the kids, like the players, and I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, these players, they have dreams. So Travis, like there was I think like 2 games ago he scored a touchdown. He did the Heisman.
Heisman, yeah.
Because I feel like honestly, I don't think you should even care about that Trump whatever award thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the Heisman, I think that's how you should put his eyes on, because if they're using Deion Flair and his so-called cockiness, because I don't think Deion's cocky. I think he just I think he's what's the word I'm looking for? Confident, right? Yeah. Like I don't think like being confident. A lot of people mistake that by being cocky. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like no, I get it. Like I think they're using that against the kids, and that's not right, because him not being on the list. There's some guys on the list that like he said across the board, his stats are way better than everybody that's on the list. Yeah. So like if it unless it's something else that the list going by rather than stats, then they will have to explain that, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying? They have to explain it. Because
keep going. Yeah.
Just to make a comparison, right? Mm-hmm. Like remember I was telling you about the Ballon d'Or when Vinicius did win it. The criteria they brought, like some of the criteria is like attitude. Like that never been a criteria before. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I feel like it's the same thing going on here. They use Deion like so-called cockiness or his flair to
using against Travis, which I think is terrible. I agree with you, it's terrible, because if you think about it, if you look at the stats, like he's across the board. You can see, right? Let me pull up his stats here on defense. We have him. So is solo is 19. Mm-hmm. Assist is 11. Is PD, which is what is it? I think player. What is it? I forgot the term for it. PD. I forgot what it is, but that's at 9. 0 sacks, and he got 3 interceptions and 59 yards. PD is like something deflection or defended. Plays defended or whatever. Or plays deflected or whatever. Whatever the case, baby. So he has 9 of those. Right. I'm trying to see the person, the finalist for the trope. I think the guy name is
pass defended,
right?
Or pass deflected.
Deflected. Okay.
Wow, that's tough.
Jada Barron, and there's Caleb Downs and Georgia. And Malaki Starks. Maybe Malaki Starks, whatever his name is. But again, I
don't even know those guys. And I watch college football.
I know Downs. I know Caleb Downs, but the other ones I'm not familiar with. But I did look at their stats, and I'm not taking nothing away from them. Maybe they. I'm not saying they're not deserving, but Travis should have definitely been in there. And
even if he didn't win, he should have been on the list. Like,
definitely.
You get what I'm saying? So
definitely. They don't want to give him both trophy. But if he doesn't win the Heisman, it's rigged. It's rigged. Yeah. It's rigged. It doesn't, bro. It's not even a question. I understand John T. also is deserving of it, but hey, and I even think Shador should be in that list.
Bro, Travis is staying on the field for like 85 to 90% of the snaps.
He's in shape.
Bro, that's crazy shit. Cause football, bro, like that's crazy shit.
He's in shape. He's in real good shape, bro. Yeah. So
I be praying, like I just hope like none of these kids get injured.
Yeah, now hopefully I be praying for that. Cause today, I watched the game today. He jumped, tried to catch the ball. With one hand, somebody came and cut him under, bro. He literally almost looked like he was gonna fall on his neck. Yeah. So to me, it's like, I just hope he don't get injured. I hope he definitely go in the NFL and, have it, like I want him to have a good career. Like I don't want it to be like could have been he got injured, like the stuff that happened to Odell. I think Odell would have been his stats would have been ridiculous if he didn't get injured.
Odell crazy, bro.
That was nice.
Route running, catching skills.
It was nice. Tough. But then, this is the dancing that got him hurt.
I ain't gonna lie, and hanging out with Drake. Yeah. They say he ain't talked to Drake in years.
Yeah, bro. Oh yeah, listen. Oh yeah. That shit. Oh. No, but I saw him dancing to the. Oh,
I think I saw that in the car, right? To Family Matters.
So him and Drake is still tight. People just making stuff up, but they say he kept doing it and then ate too much, and then that, and just lit. And then You definitely messed up our parlays. I would never forget. Yeah. He made me quit like FanDuel.
Kamna hit that nigga, bro.
Yeah, bro. That nigga. Yo, Dad, let us know, bro. Did you fake your injury? Because Kamna want to know.
Kamna said, no, he coming back. He's just going to go get some massage.
I'm telling you. Yeah, he said, nah, he going to get a massage. Because if Kamna said when he catch you, he going to put hands and feet on you, bro. I'm just telling you. You either pay him back or he going to put hands and feet on you. Messed up this parlay like that, bro. But now, we can move on into